crazy. Yo, this is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I got Nash Money in the building. How's life, my guy?
Hey, what's good, y'all, man? I finally got up in here, man. Finally got up in here, man.
Hold on, you good? But yeah, let's get
Yeah.
Trying to make sure they hear you. Though. Move, scoot up to the mic.
Appreciate
And that's
Yeah.
no thanks to T Money.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. T Money, I already talked with T Money, but we're gonna get on.
Shots.
We're gonna get on T Money ASS.
Goddamn me.
But this ain't just about T Money. This is about you, man. So let's start from the beginning. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Austin, 2-4. I guess the area 2-4 I'm from is La Cima. It's like in the LBJ area, like a couple of blocks down from Conley Park, but it's 2-4. I've been in 2-4 all my life. My people still live over there. I actually live over there right now, and shit, I really been in 2-4 my whole life. I didn't lived in a few different other hoods, but the house that I originally started in 2-4 is still there, and I can still go there. My people still live there.
Not a lot of people can say that. I've noticed that the gentrification is real out here.
Nah, like a motherfucker.
I noticed it started, I could be wrong, it started in Riverside. Like when I started noticing some stuff and Oracle popping up and all these other things, I'm like, man, what the world? This ain't Riverside. Would you leave a couple?
Nah, for real.
The HEB be popping at night.
Hey, for real.
You gotta stay away from there.
That whole little strip.
So, how was childhood though? Since you was, in 2-4, that's east. What is that? What is
Like
that?
northeast.
Okay, yeah.
My childhood was off the rip. My dad wasn't around, so off the rip it was just really my mama and my grandma. I was back and forth with my mama and my grandma if I wasn't in jail, and I did a lot of that in and out of jail and shit. But most of the time when I was free, it was with my mom and my grandma. They the ones who raised me.
So, what age were you when you first went to jail?
I think when I first went to jail, I think I was like 14.
For some reason, I was thinking of that number because the way
I
you
think
said
I was
it
like
made it seem
14,
like
and I went because I had a cousin that was a little older than me. He had introduced. He was already off the porch. You know what I'm saying? I was off the porch, but I wasn't really just thugging like that.
You just jumped off.
You feel me? So we was living in 2-3. My mama was living in 2-3 at the time. Westheimer Oaks. I think they probably a different name now, but Westheimer Oaks. And my cousin we had pulled down on this little essay, and we took his bike, and then the motherfucking laws caught me on the bike, and then that's how I got the motherfucking. I think my charge was accessory theft, and then ever since then, whenever I was 14, ever since then until 2012, I probably never was out in the free world for. My longest time span was probably 6 months. From 14 years old to 2012, I never was out of jail for longer than 6 months.
So you was in and out of the system like a mug.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the belief that once you get in the system, you're screwed. You got to move on a tight rope. You can't even blink wrong. Damn. What was your
shake that shit?
What can you talk about? What was your worst like offense you got? Like that you like, or is there like something that you just like?
My worst offense, which got me sent down there, was probably assault, and it was on a female. It was more like a family violence. We had just got into some personal shit, and then I think her friend like influenced her to involve the laws, and then like that victims comp shit is serious. That's what I was trying to tell KP about that little incident. I'm like, you might not think it's harassment, but that motherfucking victims comp, motherfuckers is trying to get that victims comp. Them people will really pay you and buy you a car and give you an apartment and all that shit. So when I dealt with that situation with the female I was involved with, they got that, and that's how I end up. And ever since then, it was it was violation probation, like not going to pee or not going to classes. Like I never finished a probation. I just kept going from there to boot camp, to leadership academy, to TDC. Like it was all for violations. Like my only 2 cases that I ever caught was that assault, and I think I caught a dope case when I was young. But other than that, I wasn't really getting caught up like that. When I was going down there, it was for violation, like not reporting and not going to pee and shit like that. But my real cases was that assault case and a dope case, possession of controlled substance.
Was it because, let's keep it real, I bet you it was hard not to smoke, so he's like, I can't even take this test? Man, or was it just you just didn't? I
really was young, and I didn't have no structure, so I was running away. It was like that was the reason too. I was running away from home and not going to school and shit like that, and it was just coming as violation because I wasn't reporting. But I don't even think I ever even pissed to even see if I was gonna pass a drug test or not, because I just wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? I would.
But you know if you gonna pass it or not, you gonna be like, oh, I probably ain't gonna pass it.
Yeah, I know I wasn't gonna pass it, but I didn't even give myself the opportunity to see if I was gonna pass that or not. I was gone.
I know some people that drink a lot of water, so it comes back inconclusive, so it can give them more time to buy some time.
That shit never worked for me. The times that I did piss, Serto, Niacin, all of that shit, that shit never worked for me, ever.
They say you gotta follow to a T.
Bleach and tea. Nigga, I ain't never had a clean UA until these days right now when I'm trying to get employed and shit. Other than that, I ain't never had it. None of that shit worked for me.
Well, the technology's evolved too now, so they got more masks and stuff that's better. What high school did you go to?
I didn't even go to high school. I think I went to Reagan for like 2 weeks. I went to Reagan for 2 weeks, and then I started rebelling. And then once they caught me, I went to jail. And I went to a placement called Leadership Academy. They had like a secure component, and then once you made it to a certain phase or level or whatever, they send you to the halfway house. So when I got to the halfway house, I went to Travis High School, and the halfway house, you were still supposed to abide by the rules. When you going to free world school, but you still gotta abide by the rules to the halfway house. So it was shit like keeping your shirt tucked in and not having no money, not receiving money from people. So once I got into that shit and I seen that, and I was having females and shit buying me lunches and shit, people was going back telling on me. So once they told me I was gonna get sent back to the component where you can't go to free world school, I ran from there. So once I went to TDC, I got the GED and all of that shit. So I really didn't even see no high school years.
But you graduated at least in a sense.
Yeah, I got the GED.
That's all that matters. So it's a little unfortunate circumstances that had you come up here. You want to explain the situation about T-Money?
Yeah.
And how you came about to get the interview, and then
So I originally came. You wasn't here. It was just him. I came up here with Jinx, and Jinx. I originally wanted Jinx to be the co-host of the podcast that I'm coming out with, just because I know that
casual conversations, right?
You feel, yeah. So just because I know that he got a nice little following, and he got a little mark in Austin. Like, he ain't just a nobody. He know a lot of people. So, and then the message that my overall message of my podcast is like promoting and like some grown man shit. It ain't really like no hood shit or no drama shit. It's like some real shit. So I seen he had that kind of following. I reached out to him, told him I wanted to be my co-host. We came up here, and we never spoke on it. I came up here with him with the intentions to be like, hey y'all, I'm finna be a co-host in my nigga podcast.
You're supposed to do a drop. But Jinx gets turned up. I rock with you, Jinx, but Jinx, when Jinx gets going, you can't stop Jinx.
He passionate. So once we left, I told him, I'm like, damn, nigga, why I even come up here? We didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Why I even come up here? We wasn't even going. He like, man, I got to get in the dough first. You know what I'm saying? Once I get it moving, then we gonna go. But I'm thinking, I'm like, that's the dough. Pop Austin is the dough.
You walked through
You know
the
what I'm
dough.
saying? Yeah, that's
was in
the
the
dough.
dough.
So why we didn't talk about it? So I like doing shit by myself. I don't really like asking nobody for nothing. So once I seen that, I said I might just need to do my own little footwork. You know what I'm saying? So I know T Money from years back. And I knew I was in here and I seen him. I knew him. So when I left, I said, "Hey, what's your number? Let me get so I can come up here and promote my podcast." He was like, "Bet." Like, soon as we burnt off, I text T Money. I said, "How much you gonna charge me?" He said,
See,
"You hood."
you messed up right there when you said how much you gonna charge me.
Everybody keep telling me that.
Go ahead,
too.
though. Go ahead.
Everybody keep telling
Continue.
me that. He said, "How much you gonna charge me?" No, I said, "How much you gonna charge me?" He said, "You hood. I let you come up here for $100." I said, "All right, just let me know the time and
He'll
the date."
let you come up there.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
He said, just
Like he got any power up
He
here.
say, "Let me know the time and the day." So, but look, I'm thinking that T Money got a solidified spot up here on Mondays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when he gave me my date, it was Monday. So I'm thinking, oh, that's his day.
Yeah,
He
show
just
day.
gonna use me to promote his. He just gonna promote
Yeah.
me on his day.
Have you featured on his
You
day?
feel me? So once I left, I told him, just let me know the date and time, blah, blah, blah. He was like, all right. The next day he was like, he sent me his cash app. He said, send the money. I'm like, shit, we ain't talked about nothing. I said, we ain't talked about nothing. I still don't know nothing. I ain't told you what shit I want to address, why I want to come on there, what questions need to be asked, everything. So he was like, I'm gonna write the shit down, and I once I get it figured out, I'm gonna shoot it back to you. I said, bet. The next day, the same thing. Hey, send me. I ain't get the money. So I told him the same thing. Shit, I ain't get the date. You know what I'm saying? So he like, Pop Austin ain't moving without the money. So in order for me to get the wheels rolling, you gotta send the bread.
I will say, some cases for some people, that's false. Continue.
So I said, all right, bet. I told him out the rip, I said, I'll tell you, I ain't got no cash out. I got some money. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you give me the date and time before the interview ran, I can pull up with the money. I ain't got no cash out. But once he told me that y'all wouldn't move without the money, I said, well, let me get to my job. I'm going to find somebody that got whatever, and I'm going to send it to you. So I ran across somebody. They had 40.
You was probably cussing me out under your breath.
Nah, because I'm still thinking
I'm
it's
playing.
all him.
Go
You know
ahead.
what I'm saying?
Keep
So I ran across somebody that had 40. I sent it to him. I get off at 7 in the morning. So I go in at 6. So when I get off, he caught, but I sent him the 40. When I get off, I go to sleep. So I wake up and see he called me at like 8 or 9 and was like, what's up, man? You got to let me know so I can get this shit going. So I wake up out my sleep. I shoot him to 60. Now he got the 100. So I'm like, what's up? He told me the time, Monday. So I come up here Monday. Ain't nobody here. I text him. I said, I'm out here. He said, I'm pulling up. So we get out there. He like, I'm trying to, he like, D ain't answering the phone. I'm like,
Come on, D. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
He like, D ain't answering the phone. I'm like, shit. I mean, I don't know what to say because I don't know what kind of business shit is going on. You know what I'm
I bet
saying?
this was awkward as hell for you.
Yeah, so we both just sitting out there on the stairs. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, so
I don't think D had any idea about this at all.
So
He didn't.
so look, I told Jinx, he got on the phone. I'm like, I don't even know if he really got on the phone with D or anything.
No.
So he get on the phone, he like, hey, what's up, man? We up here. He having a casual conversation.
That was
He
live.
like
that was a voicemail.
he like, I didn't sent you the artwork and all of the nigga shit. We just up here standing outside. So he telling D to hold on. He look at me like, hey, can you come at 7? All right. He was like, all right, yeah, at 7. So I'm like, all right, we'll be back up here at 7. So shit, we came back at 7. He didn't come. Nobody was here. Nobody was here. So I'm knocking on the door. I'm like, and then I'm looking through the peephole. It's dark in the motherfucker. So I'm knowing ain't nobody here. So I'm texting him like, what's up? And then he just read my shit. Like every time it's saying delivered. And then like 1 or 2 minutes later, it's saying read. So I'm texting him, what's up? You just got me dry standing out here. You ain't gonna say nothing? So then I leave. He finally texts me back at like 9. He like, man, there's shit going on. They rescheduled you to Wednesday. Can you come Wednesday? I said, yeah. So Wednesday
he hit you with the third strike,
man,
bruh.
Wednesday come. I come up here, same thing. Ain't nobody there. I text him, hey, I'm up here. He like, I'm finna pull up in 10 minutes. So he walk up. So I'm like, no. That's the first time. When I come Wednesday, don't nobody come. He don't even respond and tell me nothing. I just get tired of waiting outside and I just burn off. And then I tell him, God damn, you ain't gonna say nothing? Like, how you not gonna say nothing and the shit keeps saying red? You know what I'm saying? So after that, I'm already under the impression that the nigga bullshitting me. So I'm going up there because Jinx already telling me, you need to just email Pop Austin, have all your receipts, just reach out to them and just let them. He was like, Pop Austin gonna make it right. Yeah, he like, Pop Austin gonna make it right. If they using his name and he on their platform, they gonna make it right. So I'm like, all right. So while I'm up there to talk to Jinx, I see KP in the parking lot. I'm like, KP. And I've been watching him anyway, and I know that I still need a little knowledge, and him and Zay is the most people that I'm watching right now that I'm seeing that's on there. So I'm like, I can't get in touch with them because I'm only seeing them on YouTube. I ain't knowing about their Instagram and their Facebook. So I'm like, damn, I need to brush shoulders with one of them niggas. So when I see him, I'm like, yeah, I tell him the deal. He like, nigga, we can do an interview right now for this much amount. So I'm like, bet. So we do the interview.
KP charge you?
Mm-hmm.
KP, why you charging my guy when you know he was? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, look, so then
get on your ass, KP.
He charged me, and then so we went to his spot. We did the interview. By the time we got at the end of the interview, he taking me back to my car. T Money got us in a group message like, nigga, why y'all didn't just call me? Nigga, I'd have pulled up, and I'm like, nigga, you, the message I just sent you is still saying red. You haven't even responded. Like, don't act like I'm just going around you and starting some bullshit. Yeah. Hell no, I ain't used to texting a nigga and the nigga not texting back. When I do that to somebody, it's like I either don't fuck with you or I'm stuffing you. Exactly. So when you got me on red, shit, that's what I'm going out for. So then we end up doing a live with KP with T Money on there and him saying blah blah blah. So
do our name in there.
So yeah. So after everything is dead, he sent me the screen. He sent me the messages of him texting D, even if it even was his number. But the name said D. But it's all blue messages from one side. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and it's just him. So other people come and tell me, man, they don't fuck with D. He's spinning you. They don't fuck with T Money. He's spinning you. That's why they ain't responding to him, because they don't fuck with him. So I'm like, So that's when all the shit start coming out. So then somebody inbox, I seen Misdemeanor where I be hanging at, and I know she been up here. So I was
Shout out
like,
Misdemeanor.
hey, see if you can reach out to him and see if I can get on there. So she was like, all right. Then that same day I went to work and I got a message from y'all.
Divine intervention.
But before I got the message from y'all, just because I had told her something, I had already texted T Money and told him, hey, if you can't get me in there by Sunday, just get my money back. Like, ain't no use to just waiting around when I can go pay somebody else that 100. He was like, bet. So when y'all reached out to me, I ain't even go tell him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting. But then we got on a live. I think I was on somebody else live, and I was talking about my promoting and when I was gonna be up here. And then I eventually start talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I talked to Jet, and I got all the situation." I was like, "Well, I just want you to let you know this ain't nothing about T Money. They reached out to me, so that 100 ain't got nothing to do with the shit I got going on with them." He was like, "Bet." He was like, but I still got a platform with 65K subscribers and all this blah, blah, blah. And Trey 6, and then I seen he was plugged with Trey 600. So I said, after I had already told him, shout out Trey 600. After I had already told him, I told him keep 25 and give me 75 because you still did. Yeah. You got me in the mix of all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, bet. And then when he told me to trade, he fucked with Trey 600. I was like, well, shit, just squash that shit on some real shit. Just get me lined up with Trey 600.
No, yeah,
he was
get a
like,
twofer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've seen some people in there talking about like, hey man, you gonna let him run off with your money? But you know
did it get you lined up with Trey?
Yeah. I'm lined up with him.
Okay,
I think on Friday at 11.
You know,
and then it wasn't even. I'm a street nigga. You feel me? So I don't get them kind of vibes from T Money. We
didn't either,
non-conversational
and that's why
to me. So I didn't. If I felt like he was trying to debo me, then I would have got on that shit. You know what I'm saying? If he post the messages, I was already out my body in the messages. But I
heard
feel
how
like
you was talking.
You know what
You
I'm
said
saying?
you thought somebody was in here. You said,
feel me?
"Hey,
I just kind of felt like he mean well. He probably was getting spent on y'all side.
Well, let me explain from my point of view.
Let detail his piece.
You know, I ain't here for me. So we had initially we were gonna give T Money Mondays, and this was before all he had did the agreement with you. But like, and then we talked a little bit about money because typically our hosts, like, they've all put in time in order to get paid. Like in this business, you have to kind of earn your money. You know what I'm saying? Sure. That's how YouTube works. You gotta come in, get some views, and then you get some money. Mm-hmm. So I even told T Money, we'll talk about something on the 21st. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, he already talking about sending them some bread. So I was like, oh no, this is giving me naughty vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, I thought T Money was on the up and up. So to already hit me, the next day after I told you holla at me on the 21st for money is like crazy. So I called our booking coordinator, Ty, and I told him, yo, go ahead and let T Money go. So he sent them an email, and this is all before Monday. You know what I'm saying? Probably before. I think this might have been even like the next day after that we did that Jinx D interview. So he know long before. Well, I don't know if he just didn't check his email or whatever because he said he had got a new phone or got locked out of an account or something. So if he would have checked that email, he would have known he would have been terminated way before that Monday came. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I went ghost on T Money. I was like, bro, it was on Tide now. You know what I'm saying? To have let him go. So he still hitting me about, we're doing this show. I'm like, if you check your email or maybe he just avoiding that email and still trying to pull a finesse move. But as far as the money, like, he never even said he never even said nothing about the interview. So if I would have came and did the show Monday, he would have popped up and kind of threw you on there without even communicating with us. Mm-hmm. So even besides him taking the money and all that, that's like, you know what I'm saying. So he did pull a finesse move. I guess he got you on Trey 600, so he kind of making up for it, and you here now, but he did. So just all that kind of stuff just showed me what kind of character T Money is. So I ain't rock. Just say he gonna rock, but I ain't rocking with him.
You hear
but
that?
That's no disrespect. Shout out to T Money, but I ain't feeling no
look, now
vibes.
that he said, it just make you think. Because if he was just telling me like he was communicating with, that's what I told him. He was like, you should never went on the live, and I'm like, you should have communicated effectively with me. You making me believe that you communicating with these people and you ain't communicated nothing. All of that, I gotta have the money to get them rolling. They want me like you just went and talked to them about it, and they said get paid first. When that never was the deal.
Yeah, trust me. And here's the crazy thing. I ain't a hater. I ain't talking S about nobody. Boom hit you for the price. Boom hit you for the price. Pop Out Media did it for the love, bro. But keep it real.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't get no, and this ain't no like being mad. I ain't get no money. D ain't get no, you know what I'm saying, in the pocket to where it's like, we got to make this right. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we see you been out here doing your thing. So okay.
Respect.
So outside of that, let's boom. Okay. So what do you think about people saying Austin is sweet?
I think I've been seeing that a lot lately in people chats. I think motherfuckers be, excuse the language. I think that people be
too late.
People be in I think people and the most people that be saying it, they be in cities like it's just nothing but spinning going on. It's fraudulent individuals everywhere you from. Ain't our fault that y'all people ain't on Front Street with it and letting people know, but it's definitely people, hoes, all of that, everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? So they and then it's like, you know about it in here because it's going on down here. You can get killed by a law. You can get killed by a regular nigga. You can get killed by a girl. Nigga pay somebody to kill you. It's really going on. Ain't a lot of yes man down here. We ain't just brushing shoulders being cool. Ain't no it's cool. We'll fall out with somebody out here cool to have a problem for y'all to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We ain't hearing shit about what y'all doing. Y'all hearing shit about all this shit because we still in these situations. We can be in a situation to be disrespectful to a nigga to have some shit happen for y'all to talk about. Y'all don't be in them kind of situations. Y'all accordingly being good. We at our body. All you got to do is come down here. You might not make it home.
Bro.
You might not make it home.
I be saying like I could be in like Kansas or just think of like a place that you be like, oh, this is the whitest town ever. I'm not gonna say that city is sweet because you out of your element now.
It gotta be P-Brain saying that kind of shit.
It's people behind. It's Twitter
minds.
fingers. It's YouTube gang. It's what you know. What I'm saying, people talking because as soon as they
trolls.
come down here, they looking around like, oh, let me make sure
they don't know.
Going
Yeah,
down.
for sure.
Yeah, so I'll never say no city sweet. So when'd you get into music? I see that you've been doing music.
I've
for
been
a while.
rapping my whole life. Like
I saw you were kind of ranting on Austin not really supporting you.
Yeah,
in a sense.
Yeah, I and that's really why I stopped rapping. I was rapping long time ago when we was on that finesse 2-time shit, and you know what I'm saying. And that's how people really start knowing me because I used to freestyle at places like Jump On It, all of that.
Shout
shit.
out Jump On It.
Shout out Nook. Yep. But then but once I got serious with it, I was rapping with my kinfolk, Lil A. He got deported. Panama, shout out Lil A. We had shit in Music Mania. We didn't open
deported.
up for all them SUC people. We didn't had tracks with Lil O, ESG, all of that. But I was rapping hard, and then it just seemed like a nigga was paying to rap. It seemed like we was spending more money to rap than we was getting in revenue. It was hard to get rid of the CDs. Motherfuckers would tell you, hey, boy, you need to get in that studio in. And then when you produce the product, they don't even want to buy it. They want it for free. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and then once I got old, and then the whole rap changed. Now it's just like you got to be talking about drilling and spinning to get some real play.
And that's
you
like
know
bleeds
what I'm
over the podcast, and I was like you want to be positive, but at the end of the day, they love the drama.
Exactly.
So they want to hear about spinning. They want to hear about the drama. They want to hear about a train wreck.
I've been seeing that now because my whole approach was on some grown man knowledge, wisdom, understanding type shit. But now
you got to sprinkle in some exposing. You got to sprinkle in some spiciness.
For real.
That's crazy. I was gonna ask you a question. I just totally forgot that. But talk about while you do that. Talk about casual conversations. So are you going to add some drama in there, even if it's like exposing the bad? Because not everything can be good. It's a yin and yang to every channel, everything.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna add the drama in there, but the drama ain't gonna be from the city. It's gonna be like industry and celebrity drama. It's gonna be that's what it's gonna be. I might touch a topic, but I ain't gonna really explore on it because it might be still an open case, all kind of little shit. And then it's just I'm right here in my city. You know what I'm saying? A nigga ain't scared of nobody, but I don't want to brush nobody wrong. And at the end of the day, that ain't my objective. You know what I'm saying? My objective is to like promote and God and you know what I'm saying, drop jewels on people, and you know what I'm saying. I want my son to be able to go to my podcast on YouTube or his friends, and I got a son that's 22 and one that's 12. I want them both to be able to go. I don't want a parent to be able to come in and hear me conversing and be like, you need to turn that shit. You don't need, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm kind of going for. But you never know. It seemed like I'm going to have to do that, though.
You're going to have to.
So I'm probably going to have to.
I'm going to test you. Here's one. So ESG you mentioned. That was the thing I was thinking about. You said, not you said, but what do you think about his whole situation? The incident that he had, of course, amputation, I believe. Then his sister coming out saying that she needs some money, this, that, and the third, but she really doesn't seem to have a job. Kind of like throwing some dirt on ESG's name. What do you think about that from a legend?
From a legend,
getting tarnished, trying to get tarnished.
I hate that my boy lost his leg, because that'll take a lot out of you. When you used to being active and you already got a name, that take a lot out of you, because you can't do a lot. So now it really like deflate the man in you. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the sister goes, I think that people be in the limelight so much that they can't even talk about their real life, because people is already bamboozled or what they think they is. And I think a lot of times it don't be that. Like, I think that he a legend and he a famous rapper in there, but I don't think he just caked up like that. Like, he just sitting on money like a little baby, or you know what I'm saying, or a dub baby.
He ain't a dub baby.
You feel me? So I think that it's probably him not wanting to say I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It got harder for me now. I got one leg.
Medical bill. I
already ain't really, this new rap then took a toll. You know what I'm saying? I already ain't really getting, you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no shows like that. I ain't doing no music like that. I'm old. I'm growing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he can't really even produce like that, and I'm thinking he probably already got the image out there that they think he ESG. He been in Dirty 30, been in all these movies. He got some money, nigga. That's what probably people on the outside thinking, and his sister probably thinking it too. But he probably just ain't got it. He probably just ain't got it to help. I be in them same situations where a nigga just don't be having it sometimes, but I know my image make you think I'ma always got it, and I ain't gonna never let you know I don't got it. So I might have to stuff you a few times or ignore you a few times because I don't want to say I don't got it. But shit, that's what I think.
Sometimes it just is what it is.
It is what it is.
There's nothing I can do. I can't give you nothing I don't have.
You feel me?
Oh man. So okay. So plug the podcast. Where can we find the podcast at? Where can they subscribe? All that good stuff.
I'm at my podcast is called Casual Conversations with Nash Muney. That's where you can go and subscribe. I think you would have to type in Casual Conversations at Jonathan_Nash.
Oh man, you can't make it long form. You gotta figure out a way to.
I'm still trying to put the YouTube shit. I thought that it was Casual Conversations, and then I went and referred somebody, and then they typed in that, and then a whole lot of other stuff popped up. So I had to tell them a name of one of the songs that I got on there, and they typed that up, and then it brought up.
You definitely got to fix that, because that's gonna be hell for you.
For sure.
Even if you kind of freak the name a little bit, CC with blah 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 or something, whatever makes it easy for people to search, because you gotta think of simplicity. Damn. Even if you love the name, it's like, dang, I can't do this name. I gotta find simplicity. It's tough, trust me, bro. I ain't trying to, discourage you or nothing.
Because when I pulled it up, I said, damn, it was all a little different kind of, but the same little casual conversation, but they was just all put in different ways. I was like, damn, and mine wasn't none of them. I don't know. That's how a nigga had to find my shit. They typed in the exact words of a song that I got on there, and then it went, and then they just subscribed to it, and then it brought up my whole page.
Put like Nash Money with the CC, and then you have the Casual Conversation. They can see all that right then and there. I'm just giving you ideas.
Yeah,
bro. I'm just trying to help out.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through. It was a good conversation. It was a casual conversation.
You know?
But, pun intended. Y'all go subscribe to my guy. Follow him. And then social, what can they find you on socials?
Social, I'm Jonathan Nash. Y'all probably already know me on there. On Instagram, I'm Nash Money _Realionaire. REALLINARE. And yeah, them the main two social medias. I actually planned on, so since I didn't have a lot of subscribers already, the little research that I have done has been that people say that it's a lot more money on Facebook when you get monetized than it is on YouTube. So that was my originally. It might not be. I be watching everybody that's doing podcasts. That's all I watch is people that's doing podcasts.
It used to be nice.
TV.
They did it for a little bit to where Facebook was kind of paying. It was for like a short amount of time. It was like, dang, but then they realized, oh, we ain't making no money back, so we're scaling this back. So YouTube's always been kind of
Country Wayne said he get rich off Facebook.
That's Country
Yeah,
Wayne.
but he was one of the
Because
originators too,
Yeah.
and he was doing back then like crazy millions of views. You know what I'm saying? So that they had to pay him. Or he said he was going to take it to another platform
with Shannon Sharp,
Yeah.
and he started dropping the jewels. I was like,
So, like,
that's where I need to be.
They said the best right now when it comes to social media, and you can't, anybody can't get monetized, is things like Bad Baby on Snapchat. Snapchat's the number one. It's like No Jumper got Snapchat. If you got a big following, they're going to pay you. That's like for social media is going to be the big ones, but it's hard to get into that circle. Mm-hmm. You got to be doing some, next level stuff. So, yeah, man. But yeah, we give you a little bit of game. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming through.
Yep.
This is Jet with Pop Awesome Media. Nash Money. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, and give me a...
No relation to T-Money.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
he's with a U, he's with an O. So they established the difference. Hey, and y'all give me a yeet.
What's up, man? It's Chris J. Jackin up here at Pop Austin Media, man. If you like that clip, make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on nothing. Let's go.